Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining us yet again for another episode of In the Cove. I am your host, Paul Carganilla. Welcome. Thanks for being here on a Saturday night. It's our 9th episode of this. And with me, every step of the way on these 9 episodes, is producer Craig Jackman. Craig, let's hear it for Craig.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yes.
You know, these episodes are amazing, Paul. I love just sitting back and letting you do that voodoo that you do so well.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
There was voodoo. Magic. It's like dark magic.
Yeah, but it's one of my favorite lines from Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles. It's good. It's a good movie.
Exactly.
So many of my favorite lines I just can't even say on a live stream, or we'll just get booted. Different time, you know? It's a different time.
Exactly. If they made that movie today, there would be no way it would make it to the screen.
Nope.
Not at all. But we have your show, The Cove, tonight.
Yes, and thank you everybody for joining us in the chat. I see Kim Loy. I'm so glad you're here, Kim, because I got a special surprise for you. Jeremy Qua, Christina, Daria, Angelica, Corey Benjamin. Paul changed his shirt. Craig didn't. Well, I tried to at least clean up a little bit for the open mics, but for these shows, I'm in my.
It's a dress down, right?
Yes. We're hanging out in the Cove. We're in the Cove. Tonight
I promise next time I will dress down. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Carganilla!
Hey, man. It's our very first ever themed In the Cove episode. And I've got a lot of great stuff for everybody tonight. The theme, of course, this evening is the ocean. Mostly everything this evening is going to be ocean themed, or have to do somehow with the ocean. We're going to get started. Anybody who knows me knows I love Rat Pack era jazz, and we'll get it started with some of that. We'll get it restarted with some of that. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. It's far beyond the stars, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet beyond the shore. We'll kiss just like before. So happy we will be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the karaoke orchestra here in my studio. I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet beyond the shore. We'll kiss just like before. Happy we will be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing. No more sailing, so long sailing. Goodbye, my friend, no more sailing. Five more minutes of me saying goodbye as we float away on the ship that leads no more sailing. Love the Rat Pack. I love all of that big band jazz. Love Michael Bublé. I love Robbie Williams and his whole album where he does all that stuff. And I won't ever talk bad about myself here tonight. I hope you enjoyed that, is what I will say.
Hey, Paul, Jeremy posted a question for you.
What did he post?
What was the original intent of taking the cover photo of you face down in the sand?
So I back in the day, like 7 or 8 years ago, planking was a thing. Just laying straight down, face down in front of something. It was like an internet thing, and I loved it. I loved planking. The idea of it, I loved seeing people's photos of them planking. And that particular summer, Jamie and I had gone on vacation to Playa del Carmen in Mexico, South America, and Mexico, Playa del Carmen. I'm really good at geography. And the ocean was beautiful that day. The sand was beautiful, and I planked it.
Is this where maybe Noah got the idea?
No, when Noah lays straight down and presses his face against the earth, that's just him getting in touch with Mother Earth, I think. Because he doesn't do it when he's upset. He just like will randomly do it. I'm sad to say he might be growing out of it, but he used to just anywhere we were, whether it was a Super Bowl party or in the middle of Nordstrom, just lay down, face down on the floor.
There you go, Julie.
There it is.
As Julie asked, so where did Noah get that? So
yeah, that must be it. I have like an album somewhere on Facebook of the places that I've planked, and I'll have to dig that up. But yeah, so that's what the cover photo is. It's just me on a beach in Playa del Carmen, whatever country that's in, and whatever continent it's on. I clearly have no idea. Mm-hmm. Cheers, everybody. I hope you're drinking up and dressing down. Thank you for being here for In the Cove, episode 9. I think the next episode of this show might be live and in person on July 2nd. Hope to see y'all there. I hope to see y'all there. Christina says it's in Mexico. Thank you. That was my first instinct, and then I just thought, wouldn't I be so dumb if it wasn't in Mexico? So I should cover my bases. It was a great trip. Playa del Carmen. Lots of, like, I love the Mayan ruins. We got to see some Mayan ruins. And what I loved about that trip, like, I found so fascinating. I haven't left the country much. I've gone to Paris when Jamie opened the High School Musical shows at Disneyland Paris. I actually traveled to Paris. That was my first time out of the country. And then we went to Playa del Carmen. And what I found fascinating was we stayed at this resort, and half of the staff spoke Spanish. The other half spoke Mayan. And most of the time, the Spanish speakers and the Mayan speakers couldn't communicate with each other, and they needed translators. And I just thought, the Mayan language is still alive and strong to the point where, like, they need interpreters. That's amazing to me. And me being a sheltered Southern California kid, I had no idea, like, people still spoke Mayan. They do. And they do. It's a thing. Now I sound really dumb and really I just said I wouldn't speak badly about myself, but wow, I'm on a roll here. Way to start the show, Paul. All right, let's do a song. So I've got a lot tonight. I've got poems, I've got a video, I've got songs and live songs and karaoke songs like I just did. But this one is okay. Thank you, David. David Benjamin. Thank you for having my back. You had no idea people still spoke mine. All right, I don't feel so naive now because David is a brilliant individual, and now that I know he didn't know that either, great, fantastic. I think it's in Texas, Hunter says. Thank you, Hunter. Love you too. All right, what am I plugged into here? I am gonna do. Is that it? There it is. Found it. Found it. Nailed it.
Need a capo?
I do. And I've got it. I also need my music and I don't have that. So, one moment. The production value here is off the charts, folks. I love you for being here, and I know that you know what this is, and the fact that you're still here for it. I really appreciate you. Here's a little bit of Paul Carganilla playing some Toad. We spotted the ocean at the head of the trail. But where are we going? We're so far away. Well, somebody told me that this is the place where everything's better, everything's safe. Walk on the ocean, step on the stones. Flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. Walk on the ocean, step on the stones. Flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. Half an hour later, we packed up our things. We said we'd send letters and all of those little things. They knew we were lying, but they smiled just the same. It seemed they'd already forgotten we came. Walk on the ocean, step on the stones. Flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. Walk on the ocean, step on the stones. Flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. Back at the homestead, where the air makes you choke and people don't know you, and trust is a joke. We don't even have pictures, just memories to hold. It grows sweeter each season as we slowly grow old. Walk on the ocean, step on the stones. Flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. Walk on the ocean, step on the stones. Flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. Thanks, everybody. That's some Toad the Wet Sprocket. That's from like my high school days. Not to date myself, but if I could date myself, I would date myself in my high school days. I was. Oh, thank you, Kelsey Blaine Gibson. Thank you. I thought the tater tots were ready, but it was actually a super chat. Thank you, Kelsey. She says, "Love you, Paul. Appreciate that." We saw Toad the Wet Sprocket out here. They were playing in Westlake at the Canyon Club. I think that's what it's called. And they were awesome. We saw them like in 2005, maybe 6, 7-ish. They were still touring. I wonder if they still are. I'll have to look it up. It was a great album. As Hunter says, I agree. It's a great album. And that song obviously is about getting old and forget living in a city that chokes you, and wishing you took pictures when you would go on trips to the lake, into the ocean, to nature. We should all get out into nature more. And cheers to nature. Nature is so good. Julie Emery, can I date you, Paul? Yes, you can, Julie. We have a dinner date, I think, on the horizon, and other dates as well, of course. Hunter says he played at the Canyon Club. That's awesome. I used to go. I'm not going to go into the stories of the rum jungle at the Canyon Club guys' night in 2001. I'm just not going to. Not in this show. We got a lot to do in this show. I'm kind of reshuffling things around because some things that I was going to do, I'm not going to do. So let's do a poem next. I'm going to read a poem as In the Cove started with poetry and music. Some episodes we forget to do some things, but others we don't. And we get back on it. There are a lot of beautiful poems about the poems about the ocean. And this is one by Nathaniel Hawthorne called The Ocean. The ocean has its silent caves, deep, quiet, and alone. Though there be fury on the waves, beneath them there is none. The awful spirits of the deep hold their communion there, and there are those for whom we weep, the young, the bright, the fair. Calmly the wearied seamen rest beneath their own blue sea. The ocean solitudes are blessed, for there is purity. The earth has guilt, the earth has care, unquiet are its graves, but peaceful sleep is ever there, beneath the dark blue waves. Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Ocean. I became a Disneyland pirate in 2006. learned a lot about sailing songs, and as a member of the Bootstrapper Pirate Band, came to learn a lot of sailing songs, sea shanties, and made an observation where most of the songs are about going away, saying goodbye, obviously, sailors. But a lot of them are tragic stories about people who met their watery graves on the deep blue sea. And obviously anybody who knows me knows I'm a huge fan of the movie Titanic. And there's a long story behind that, but the ocean is such a beautiful thing. It's so vast, it's so powerful, and it's just it's the majority of this earth, and it's the ocean is a living creature that has claimed so many lives as we as silly humans try to conquer it or use it to our advantage. It's a lot of tragic tales about us not being able to meet its demands as we attempt to usurp it, to ride upon it, or to build upon it, or to it's beautiful. You watch a sunset over the ocean, there's really nothing better than that. But so dang powerful. Oh man, I just buried my timeline. Next up, I should be doing the sea shanty after that intro, that impromptu-ish intro. But I'm gonna do another song. Let's do what's a Titanic? Hi, Nicole. Sorry, she just said hi. The ship sank, Don says. I'm like Hunter on Thursday nights. I only catch the punchline, and I'm like, I gotta go back and listen up and read up to see what the setup was for that punchline. Speaking of Hunter, this is one I should have done on one of our shows together. We'll see how it goes here. Thought I'd be clever and use a capo on this one, but I'm not going to. I'm sailing away, set an open course for the virgin sea, 'cause I've got to be free. Free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try to carry on. I look to the sea, reflections in the waves spark my memory. Some happy, some sad. I think of childhood friends and the dreams we had. We live happily forever, so the story goes, but somehow we missed out on a pot of gold. But we'll try the best that we can to carry on. A gathering of angels appeared above my head. They sang to me this song of hope, and this is what they said. They said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. I thought that they were angels, but much to my surprise, we climbed aboard their starship and headed for the skies. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come on, you guys. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Seriously, you guys, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away. Thanks, everybody. Seriously, guys. That's for any anyone who's seen that iconic South Park episode and can't shake it out of their head. So next up, we'll do a little sea shanty that Emily Thatcher has notes. Thanks, Emily. So as a member of the Bootstrapper Pirate Band, I learned a lot of sea shanties and made my living singing old-timey mariner tunes in a theme park. Which, if you asked me when I was a young lad studying theater at the university, how I saw myself making my living, it was not singing sea shanties, old-timey sailing songs to passersby in a theme park, but some very, very wonderful and great memories there. And I was exposed to a culture of which I never thought I would be, as I learned close to 50 sea shanties, probably more with the world famous Bootstrapper Pirate Band. I see cruise talk in the chat here, and I don't know if anybody knows or if everybody knows there is a Vaudacity or Polly's Picnic Vaudacity Network cruise being planned. Live entertainment, and I don't know if I should even be saying this. Maybe I'll stop saying this before I say too much. But speaking of sea shanties tonight, I'm going to sing one of my favorite sea shanties. It's a little bit different than people who know the Bootstrappers and know the song Know It. Okay, I'll be quiet. Dari says, okay, I'll be quiet. Quiet about that. But it is my absolute pleasure to introduce everyone at home to the newest member of my stringed family. This is Thatcher Robles III. Thank you, Craig. For anybody who watches Hunter's show and knows how jealous I always am when he brings out the 12 string. I'm still learning. I just brought the Thatcher home yesterday, and he's still getting comfortable here, and we're still getting to know each other. It's very strange. It's different. It's crazy. Having twice as many strings. It's crazy awesome. What was the chord with which Hunter sculpted thunder? The E minor, was it? The E minor? So I'm going to play a little sea shanty. This is Fathom the Bowl. It's one of my favorites. Fathom, as I would explain, if I were Faruko in the park, I would say it just means to get to the bottom of. And the bowl in this scenario is not like 420, bro, 420. The bowl is what they would literally drink their booze out of. So that, like, it's about getting to the bottom of that booze that they're drinking. Fathom the bowl. And if you'll sing along with me at home, if you know it, if you don't know it, the words to the chorus are, we'll fathom the bowl. We'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle. We'll fathom the bowl. So those are the words. Join me if you're at home and you want to sing along with Thatcher's very first song ever performed. Come on, you bold. Get some echo on this biatch. Sorry. Come on, you bold heroes, giving ear to my song. We'll sing in the praise of good brandy and rum. It's a clear crystal fountain near Ireland doth roll. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. From France we get brandy, from Jamaica comes rum. Sweet oranges and apples from Portugal come. But stout and strong cider are in Ireland's control. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. My wife, she disturbs me as I lay at my ease. She does as she likes and she says as she please. My wife, she's the devil with a heart black as coal. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. before I get further into the song, as everybody's learning it, and anybody who doesn't know it is learning it. So quick little insert. Like I'm doing a full-on Hunter aside right now. He's one of my heroes, just so you all know, if you didn't know yet. So on the ship, any pirate ship was like a democracy. Like there was a captain, of course, but everybody had a vote, everybody had a say, everybody worked together for a common goal. A lot of times the goal wasn't so highbrow, but everybody knew that they had to work together as a team, either to get the ship going or to take over another ship or to grab somebody's treasure or grab somebody's women, whatever. Anyway, some of the most valuable members of the crew, the most honored, highest esteemed members of the crew were those who had musical talents. Anyone who could play an instrument, anyone who could teach people songs or teach people how to sing together, because they're on the ship living together so many stretches of lengths of time and months and under horrible conditions, that if they could get together and sing together, it was a beautiful thing. So amongst the entire crew of a pirate ship, like besides the captain and the higher ups, the higher ranking, like the musicians were right up there. And so like the biggest they found the most pleasure, the most entertainment in getting together, singing songs together. So that's why like most of the sea shanties, they're so simple. They just tell stories, and the choruses are very repetitive, and so everybody could just get together, drink, and sing together. So I hope that as I just stopped in the middle of the song, we can all sing. I hope you've heard the chorus enough times that you can just sing from home, from wherever you are, the choruses as we finish Fathom the Bowl. My father, he lies in the depths of the sea with no stone for his head, but no matter to he. It's a clear crystal fountain near Island of the Roe. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl, I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. So come all you bold heroes, give an ear to my song. We'll sing in the praise of good brandy and rum. It's a clear crystal fountain near Island of the Roe. Give me the punch ladle, we'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl, I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the... Everybody! I'll fathom the bowl, I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. Thatcher's debut.
Paul, I gotta say that 12 string and you do very well together. Thank you, Thatcher.
Thanks, Craig. We're getting to know each other, and as I bemoaned to Hunter several times during his live show, like I don't think my fingers are big enough to play a 12 string, but we're working on it. We're working on it together. We're gonna have a little relationship counseling and spend some time together and make sure we get to know each other enough to where I don't embarrass him. It'll be good. All right. So normally this isn't In the Cove episodes are not complete if I don't share an embarrassing film or a fun piece of video from my past. This is the one piece of tonight's episode that has no link to the ocean. However, it kind of does. Let me explain. My what I'm closing the show with tonight is a a cappella jazz arrangement of a song that I really love. And so this is kind of how it's linked. If anybody has heard me talk about it in the past, I loved my high school years. I know so many people bemoan their high school years and just say how awkward or terrible or bad it was. And I just took advantage of everything that I could. I was president of the choir. I was in jazz choir. I was drum major in marching band. I was a president of the jazz band. I was in the chamber band, and I did leadership. I was in the outreach committee of the Interact Club, we called it. We did a lot of community stuff. I did as much as I possibly could. I was in theater, I think I already said, but to the point where it was just like a lot of people were like, dude, Paul, you're doing too much stuff, stop. And so junior year got pretty bad. I was just like in so much stuff that I was supposed to be in rehearsal for the Crucible while I was in this last drum major rehearsal, or this last marching band rehearsal, and then I had to be on the bus for jazz choir at this time. So like senior year, I kind of scaled it back a little, and I was just like, but this is a video from my senior year in jazz choir. We had an amazing jazz choir at at Royal High School in Simi Valley, and our choir director's name was Bonnie Grave. She's an incredible woman with just this amazing way of connecting with high school students and teaching them jazz. And while I was in jazz band, and I grew up in a very band oriented family. My dad was in jazz bands before I was born. My grandfather came from the Philippines and toured with big band jazz bands all over the country in the 20s. And I was surrounded by jazz growing up, but being able to, like in high school here in Simi Valley, I was in this jazz choir where our director would bring in a jazz, like professional jazz trio. Anytime we would perform, we had a drum kit, we had a pianist, we had a bass player, and we were just high school kids singing along to these professional performers. It was amazing. So this is I gotta say real quick, thank you, Emily Thatcher. Emily says you're amazing, Paul, and Thatcher sounds great. Love it. Way to go. Thank you, Emily. Such an amazing supporter of the show and the network. Can't thank you enough. Can never thank you enough. Thank you. So generous. So this is my senior year. It was in February, and like our mid-year choir concert, and we did this jazzy arrangement of Kansas City, and everybody in the choir like auditioned for the solo. I actually got to do it. So I do the solo. It's really heavy at the beginning, and then just throughout the song. But I hope you enjoy it. The video is horrible quality. The audio is from a video camera from the year 1999. And here is the Royal High School. Oh, and any eagle-eyed Vaudacity family members will recognize Nikki Black in the choir as well. Nikki's in here, and that's how we know each other, obviously. But here is the Royal High School Jazz Choir from 1999, streaming straight into your home this evening.
If you wanna go to feeling low down the blue. My heart is full of sorrow. Don't hardly know what to do. Or where will I be tomorrow? I'm going to Kansas City. I wanna go to. No, you can't come with me. I'm going to Kansas City. Sorry, but I can't take you. When you see me coming, raise your window high. When you see me leaving, baby, hang your head and cry. 'Cause there ain't nothing in this crazy, hazy town a honky-tonky monkey woman like you can do. So only bring yourself down. So long, everybody. The time has come and I must leave. So if I never see your smiling face again, make a promise to remember, like a Christmas day in December, that I told you all through thick and thin, all up until the end. Paul has been your friend. Don't hang your head when you see those 6 pretty white horses pulling me. The $20 silver piece on my watch chain. Look at this smile on my face. Sing all a song to let the world know that I'm afraid. Don't cry for me, 'cause I'm going to Kansas City.
That's the Royal High School Jazz Choir from 1999. Bringing it back. Taking it all back. Kansas City. What a good time. We had a great
Love the
choir.
scat.
Oh, yeah. It's a fun thing to be a part of. We actually got to go to on such amazing trips, heritage festivals. We went to New York City, and I've got video of us on the top of the World Trade Center in 1999, and we went to San Francisco. Got to see such amazing things that I wouldn't have been able to experience had I not been involved in the music programs at the high school. So keep the arts alive, ladies and gents. Let's do everything we can to keep art education in the schools. Speaking of keeping things going, Craig, let's tell everybody what they can enjoy as we keep things going right here on the Vaudacity Network, starting with tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Sunday night, right here is The Shape of Things. My wife Jamie, myself, Caitlin McCormick, and Hunter Ackerman are getting together to read Neil LaBute's play, The Shape of Things. If you haven't seen the play or the movie, or if you have and you enjoy it, tune in for a live reading of this incredible piece of dramatic literature. That's tomorrow. Monday, we have Amanda on Demanda on her new nights, Monday nights throughout the summer. 7:30. You've submitted your requests. She's got them on her wheel, and she will sing whatever it lands on. If you haven't made your request yet, head over to Vaudacity.online and make a request for Amanda on Demanda. Next week, of course, she's doing Disney Villains Night, but this week, it's a mixed bag. Monday after Amanda, we have Improv After Dark, because Monday is a holiday, and we're just getting ready to do our Dirty Improv show Monday night at 10 p.m. Join us for that. And then, of course, Tuesday is our creative journey, your creative journey. It's our creative journey, but it's yours as well. The podcast that Kevin, Greg, and I do to help creators get their work done. Wednesday, Wendy Walker's doing a show right here. Right meow. Not right now, but right here on Wednesday. Right here, right Wednesday. Wendy Walker, live music. Join us at 8 p.m. for that. Thursdays are Hunter's Night here on the network, and he'll be here with his 59th Lovecast live, straight from his fireside perch up there in the Big Bears with his trusty sidekick Wolfgang. Friday is the suggestion box, as it always is, at 8 p.m. live improv comedy. And Saturday, we've got some surprises for you that are coming, but we keep looking to the future and to our first live show together, July 2nd and 3rd. I'm sure everybody watching already knows about it. Grab your tickets if you haven't yet. It's in the city of Orange. Friday night, Saturday night, July 2nd and 3rd. It's a holiday weekend. Hopefully you've got Monday off or Friday off, and you can come join us. Friday's a program of programs. Amanda on Demanda with Amanda Benjamin, The Picker Circle with the Pierces, and Mike and Nicole. Lovecast with Hunter Ackerman. Out of the Cove, that I'm going to do a version of In the Cove live with my family as well. And we're working on getting an squeezing an improv show in there on Friday as well. And then Saturday is going to be a traditional Polly's Picnic, which is a mishmash of stand-up comedy, improv comedy, and live music. Live, in person. Join us. Grab your tickets at VaudacityOnline.com. That is our official website for the network. VaudacityOnline.com. I was hoping to have my wife join me, but the evening got a little too late. So we're going to skip a little bit ahead to, this is something, I did some Disney villain songs a few in the coves ago, and I noticed as I watch things back and I see in the chat, I read everybody's comments in the chat. A couple of people really wanted me to do this one, which I never in my life thought I would do. But if you want me to do it, here it is. I'm going to do Poor Unfortunate Souls from The Little Mermaid. I do not have an Ariel with me. So if everyone at home can just go ahead and be Ariel, you know the lines. And Kim Loy says, yes, you know, you spearheaded this, Kim Loy. Again, I apologize in advance. I never thought I would do this in my life, but here it is. I admit that in the past I've been nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. Well, you find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made the switch. True? Yes. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed. And dear lady, please don't laugh. I use it on behalf of the miserable, the lonely, and depressed. Pathetic. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. That one longing to be thinner, this one wants to be the girl. And do I help them? Yes, indeed. Poor unfortunate souls, so sad, so true. They come flocking to my cauldron saying, spells, Ursula, please. And do I help them? Yes, I do. No, it's happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake them across the coals. Yes, I've had the odd complaint, but on the whole, I've been a saint to those poor, unfortunate souls. Now, here's my best offer, babykins. I know a spell that will turn you into a human for 3 days. Now, it's procedural clause, sort of a squid pro quo, but before the sun sets on the 3rd day, you've got to get dear old Princey to kiss you. If you do, you'll stay a human forever. Well, nothing drastic, darling, I'm sure. Oh, look, small print. Your soul is mine forever, and you're doomed to spend eternity in a watery, hell-soaked lair. Lawyers, don't you just love them? Of course, there is one more thing, my fee. Oh, I'm not asking for much. No, only your voice. You have your looks, your pretty face, and don't underestimate the power of the body language, right? The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. Yet on land it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word, and after all, dear, what is idle prattle for? Come on! They're not all that impressed with conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can, but they dote and swoon and fraud on a lady who's withdrawn. It's she who holds her tongue who gets her man. Come on, you poor unfortunate soul! Go ahead! Make your choice! I'm a very busy merman, and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much, just your voice. You poor unfortunate soul. It's sad, but true. If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath. Go ahead and sign the scroll. Flotsam Jetsam, I think I've got her voice. The boss is on a roll. You poor unfortunate soul. And that happened. That happened. There you are, Kim. That's for you, Kim. And I don't know. I hope everyone at home enjoyed that. Emily says, record that one. Really? You want me to record it? Holy watery buckets. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for having my back. Yeah, that's one of, like, there are a few songs that have been done on the Vaudacity network. A handful, like 5 or 6 times. That's one of them. But I mean, somebody said they wanted me to sing it. So there you go. It happened. I got to follow that up with something actually good. And I'm going to share my second and final poem of the evening about the ocean as we wind it down here. Got a couple more tunes, but here is a piece of work by a poet by the name of Belinda Stotler. It's called Promises of a New Day, and she really takes a beautiful look at the ocean and turns it into, as the former poem that I read kind of took it to a place of peace and mourning. This is also about peace and mourning, but it's a different kind of mourning. The perpetual cadence of the vast sea stirs a restless desire that engulfs me. Like an infinite force I dare not impede, briefly rushing in, only to then recede, beckoning me to leave life's safe shore into deep waters of mystery and lore. The seagulls' cries seem to taunt me to follow them over the endless sea, where I'd be free to spread my wings and discover the new life the sea brings. Yet fear holds me fast to a familiar place, away from the unknown trials I may face. Even the ocean's waves seem to conspire, relentlessly calling to stoke curiosity's fire as they rumble ashore with impatient haste, swirling above my feet with purpose chaste, urging me to follow as they return to the sea, leaving a luring trail of life or its relics for me. Shall I boldly explore the sea's possibilities, or allow imagined worries to be liabilities? Although I cannot foretell all the sea offers, the strong desire to enrich my mind's coffers begs me to obey the sea's enticing silent song and let its wandering currents carry me along. As the day slowly wanes on the sea's horizon, I ponder the sea's glittering trail to the sun, inviting me to watch its vibrant dying light before the day's life gives way to the night. Still, I lingered a while after it faded away, wondering about the promises of a new day. That is Promises of a New Day by Belinda Stotler. Love that. I love beautiful poetry. If any of you, I know so many people out there who are watching have written poetry and you've got it stored away somewhere. Please bust it out, share it with me. Either come on to the open mic night and read it, just like we saw and heard Dari do earlier this evening, or share it with me and I'll read it. I'm not afraid to brag. I'm a 5-time national gold medalist in dramatic interpretation. I collected that along the way in college. And I wouldn't brag if I wasn't. I'm also not bragging. Like, it's just something we did for fun. It was fun. All right. Got 2 songs left. I'm going to play. This is like, oh my gosh. I'm really excited about this. We got 2 more songs tonight. We're going to close it out. I'm going to, for the first time in a really long time, I'm going to play my ukulele, which is, as everybody knows who watches the shows, was my gateway drug to all of the stringed instruments that I now own.
Is your wall starting to look like Dan Franklin's?
No. It will never look like Dan Franklin's because I am not a professional. It is simply a hobby. I'm a hobbyist. So yeah, I mean, and every one that I have like is different in some way. I don't just have a bunch of guitars. So like my 12 string now, Thatcher is here. You see in the back Porthos, my electric. It's my only like electric guitar. Here is oh God, I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so sorry. I didn't forget your name. I did. It's the pressure. The pressure got to me, babe. I'm so sorry. Cheryl. Thank you, Dari. Cheryl. Oh, God. Cheryl, I apologize, babe. I'm so sorry. I love you. I play you the most. We're spending most time together. Why do I have to remember your name? Oh, boy. Wow, this is going to be a tough one to explain tomorrow morning. So there's Guinevere, who is a Porter guitar. It's like a 3/4 scale guitar that I take to hotel rooms. And above Guinevere is so this is my baritone uke, Barry White, and my tenor guitar is Carrie White. I'm doing so bad right now at all of my names. Barry's wife. Barry, what's her wife's name? Sherry White. Oh God, we need to figure this out. And then Holly is my nylon string up there, and my electric bass doesn't have a name because it's like a bass. Maybe I should name it. He does have a name, I just don't remember. I'm being really bad at remembering the names that I give them. If I had axes, I should just throw these guitars at trees. Up in Big Bear with Hunter. Anyway, here's Barry White, who introduced me to let's just forget this. Let's all just forget this happened. I love y'all. See what you did, Craig? Oh. Need to tune. Must tune. Because I haven't played Barry in quite a while, he needs a little tuning. But I've told... Thank you, Kim Loy, for that drop in the super chat. And for requesting Poor Unfortunate Souls I never would have sung in my entire life. I hope I didn't. I hope it was fine. Thank you for your tip. So everybody pretty much knows the story. This was my Father's Day gift last year. And I started playing it a bunch and just got hooked and started to get other stringed instruments. And that's what took me down this path. So I'm going to play one of my favorite songs in the whole entire universe for y'all tonight. It is, of course, about the ocean and thus why it's appropriate for this evening, and also why I'm playing it on a ukulele, and also this might be rated R. We'll see how the spirit moves me. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me. I'm sailing on a boat. I'm on a boat. On a boat. Take a good hard look at my boat. I'm on a boat, my friends. Take a look at me. Straight flowing on a boat on the deep blue sea. Busting 5 knots, wind whipping out my coat. You can't stop me, my friends, 'cause I'm on a boat. Take a picture trick, I'm on a boat, bitch. We're drinking Santana Champ, 'cause it's so crisp. I got my swim trunks and my flippy floppies. I'm flipping burgers, you at Kinko's, straight flipping copies. I'm riding on a dolphin, I'm doing flips and shit. The dolphin splashing, getting everybody all wet. But this ain't SeaWorld, this is real as it gets. I'm on a boat, my friends, don't you ever forget. I'm on a boat and it's going fast, and I got a nautical theme, Pashmina Afghan. I'm the king of the world on a boat like Leo. If you're on the shore, you're sure not me, oh. Get up, this boat is real. Forget land, I'm on a boat, my friends. Forget trees, I climb buoys, my friends. I'm on the deck with my boys, my friends. The boat engine makes noise, my friends. Hey, ma, if you could see me now. My arms spread wide on the starboard bow. I'm gonna fly this boat to the moon somehow, like Kevin Garnett. Anything is possible. Never thought I'd be on a boat. It's a big blue watery road. Poseidon, look at me. I never thought I'd see the day with a big boat coming my way. Believe me when I say I'm in love with a mermaid. I'm on a boat, I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me, 'cause I'm sailing on a boat. I'm on a boat, I'm on a boat. Take a good hard look at this motherfucking boat. Oh, I got up to... Y'all are lucky I'm wearing pants. I forgot I'm wearing pants. That's great. Wonderful. I got one more song. We'll do it. I apologize to everyone who is disappointed in me for performing that song. I also don't care. No, I mean, I care if you're disappointed in me, because that's sad. But I love that song in my core. It really speaks to me. My favorite is when T-Pain sings in the song, I never thought I'd be on a boat. It's a big blue watery road. Like, you never thought you'd be on a boat? Never? Like, when you were growing up, you never thought you'd be... I'm gonna have to sit down with T-Pain and talk to him about the motivation behind those lyrics. All right, I'm gonna wrap this show up with the reason I showed the jazz choir song earlier was because I'll explain that in a minute. Before I do that, I just want to say thank you to producer Craig. Everybody give it up for producer Craig. Craig, show yourself. Thank you so much for always being here, buddy. 9 episodes of the show, and you've been right there.
Wow, and the Big 10 coming up. I can't wait.
Yes, and you'll be there as well.
Absolutely will.
Yes, we'll see you, producer Craig, July 2nd and 3rd.
Yes.
Will you sing for us on the 3rd?
All right, I'll figure a song out.
Let me ask you this. Have you sung the solo live before on stage?
I have on stage, but I have not in this format.
Like, was it like, what was the situation?
I sung when I was Scrooge in Scrooge the Musical.
Okay, yeah.
And also I have sung, I was Flotsam, so we had one song in Little Mermaid.
It wasn't a solo, though.
No, it wasn't a solo. That was a duet, but it was still really good. I loved it. But solo-wise, it was definitely Scrooge the Musical.
All right. Well, will you sing? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but will you perform a solo on July 3rd at the live Polly's Picnic?
I would be honored. Thank you.
Craig Jackman. Can't wait to hear that.
We'll have to figure that one out. Thank you very, very much.
Of course.
And Paul, thank you. This was a great show tonight. And it just, the musings, the music. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Paul.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. Thank you, Craig. Thank you to our whole team here at Vaudacity, our social media team, Dari Mills, Christina Beelan, Heather Dingus, of course, our stream director, Sam Miklich, behind the scenes, and producer Craig for being here, making sure this happened tonight. Gonna close the show. So there's a song. Raise your hand out there in the chat if you're familiar with Jamie Cullum. Jamie Cullum, Cullum. He is an amazing jazz musician, singer-songwriter from overseas, across the pond. I don't know geography. And I've been a huge fan of his for a very, very long time, since his first album came out. And if you haven't heard any of his work, log into however you listen to music and check out Jamie Cullum. He's incredible. He's obviously younger than me because I'm old now, but he's an incredible musician, pianist, performer. He just comes alive on stage and he works the crowd, and it's incredible. Anyway, he has a song called All at Sea, which is a beautiful song. And I learned it on guitar, and then I was just like, I'm not doing it any justice. Like, if I'm gonna sing the song, people need to hear like the actual music of the song and the piano music. And so I was looking for a good karaoke or backdrop arrangement of it that I could use to perform the song and do it any justice of the beautiful tune that it is. And then I found on the YouTubes this, within the crazy tunnels and the ethers of the YouTubes, this incredible arrangement from, I need to do more research, but a jazz vocal a cappella group called Voices in Your Head. And they did a backdrop, literally like a karaoke track, as a cappella jazz to this amazing song. And it brought me right back to my days in jazz choir in high school. And I was like, well, this is it. This is how the ocean episode ends. So here is Voices in Your Head's arrangement of Jamie Cullum's All at Sea. I'm happy to share it with y'all tonight. To close the show out, thank you all for being here and all of your support for the entire network. I'm all at sea, where no one can bother me. Forgot my roots, if only for a day. Just me and my thoughts, sailing far away, like a warm drink it seeps into my soul. Please just leave me right here on my own. Later on you can spend some time with me if you want to. Oh, let's see. I'm all at sea, where no one can bother me. I sleep by myself, I drink on my own, I don't speak to nobody. I gave away my phone, like a warm drink it seeps into my soul. Please just leave me right here on my own. Later on you can spend some time with me if you want to. Oh, let's see. Now I need you more than ever. I need you more than ever now. If you don't need it every day, but sometimes don't you just crave to disappear within your mind? You never know what you might find. So come and spend some time with me. We will spend it all at sea. Like a warm drink it seeps into my soul. Please just leave me right here on my own. Later on you can spend some time with me if you want to. Oh, You can spend some time with me if you want to. Oh, let's see. Need you more than ever now. Need you more than ever Thank you, everybody.